Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Naren Ramesh. So, today I'm going to be talking about something that a lot of you have been requesting in my comment section, and that is color neutrality or CN. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about how you can become CN. Color neutrality is a very daunting thing to many cubers, as switching from your normal cross color, whether that is white or green, or any other color for that matter, can seem very challenging, particularly if you have tried color neutral solves in the past and have abysmally failed, as I did when I started off. To explain what color neutrality is to those who don't know, it's basically being able to solve with your base as any color. So that can be any of the six sides and six colors of a 3x3 or 3x3 related events such as Megaminx, which has 12 sides but also has many colors which some cubers cannot solve on, and n by n puzzles ranging from 4x4 through 7x7. Let's begin. So, the first thing I would like to recommend is to take the process of switching to color neutrality gradually. As many of my subscribers are, they have not started cubing with color neutrality and as a result struggle with it today, despite the fact that they average quite fast. Many of my subscribers I see average even sub 10 but fail to solve on colors such as red or orange. Whereas I can do that, quite simply put, because I practiced from the very beginning. As many cubers did, I started on white, but what I really did to become color neutral early on was to simply throw that constraint out of the window and to really solve on whatever color I wanted. And I did this in one way and one way only. I started by doing lots of untimed solves. And to this day, I even do that to make sure that my color neutrality is solid and I don't mess up using other cross colors. So the main thing I would recommend doing is to start by doing lots of untimed solves like so, where you're not necessarily going for fast times, but more so for good look ahead and tracking pieces well. But you definitely don't want to do slow turning solves either. When I say do untimed, I definitely mean untimed solves so that you can really track pieces and ensure that you're getting similar results that you would get on the cross color of your choice, which could be white. And the final thing to mention here is that you don't want to be doing casual solves. Just because these are untimed, that doesn't mean you want to be sitting on your couch and just lounging and solving. You want to sit in a place that you normally cube, but instead of timing, you want to consciously look at the puzzle and ensure that you're getting a good look around the cube and tracking pieces that would otherwise be difficult for you. So in this case, many puzzle solvers would gravitate to white. Some cross solutions like this and then taking this edge out, it also preserves this pair, but try to look past that. Look at colors such as blue or green. You can mix the puzzle up more. Okay. Yeah, so for example, in this, yellow might look rather promising for many puzzle solvers, and in fact, if you do look into it, it is a 5 move cross, so a d2 followed by LFR from this angle, and that allows you to track this pair, which is a U afterwards, making this pair. And from then on, trying to see how you can track your pair and preserve them better. So for example, here that makes this pair finally a 3 move there, and your solution is done. Now, while this might look pretty easy to me, for many solvers, it's actually quite difficult. And the reason is they don't spot patterns the same way they would on their base color of choice. So, for example, many white only solvers would see PLLs and recognize them faster on yellow, and the same goes for OLL. And they wouldn't be able to do the same on colors like green. And this applies really for any solver that sticks to one color for crosses. So what I would recommend is doing plenty of these untimed solves to really get down any particular color. And once you do so, start moving to timed solves with slow turning and make it a gradual process where you're gradually improving, and eventually you will get down color neutrality. One thing I would like to mention and say is that you don't have to take everything at once. When people think about color neutrality, they often think about having to cram in 6 other colors that they're not used to all at once to ensure that they're color neutral for their next comp, for example. I would not recommend doing this. In fact, if it's better for you, I would also recommend sticking to one color at a time. For example, if you solve on white, start by doing yellow. Then after that, move to something like green, then blue, then red and orange. You don't have to try to tackle all the colors at once, as that is definitely a daunting task. What I would recommend is going one color by itself and continually practicing it until you improve in that, and then shifting to another color to ensure that you are fluent on all 6 colors, or if you're doing any other puzzle, the number of sides on that, and to ensure that you're generally solving with enough fluidity to get standard times. You don't want to lag behind on one particular color. The goal of color neutrality is to have the same times, or at least similar times, on all of the colors. You don't want to be particularly bad on a color, so much so that you would completely avoid it even if it has a very good cross solution. So that's it for this video on how to get color neutral. I hope this video clears up any doubts for newer cubers and people who comment on my videos saying that they have trouble with color neutrality. While I do admit that it can be a daunting task for many cubers who only solve on one color, I assure you that with the good amount of practice, you will be able to get color neutral in no time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.